Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Laura at Hyperstamper. I am happy to say that I have another Christmas junk journal ready to go in my Etsy shop at hyperstamper.etsy.com. That's with a capital H. And everything inside this journal is authentic, antique, and vintage Christmas ephemera. Absolutely everything is Christmas themed in here, every single piece. So I'm very excited about that. So let me get started here. These are some of the other books I'm going to be turning into Christmas journals. I've got about 8 of them, so 2 a month up until December, I believe. I've already sold a few this year. So if you want a Christmas journal, get to Etsy fast. So the best part about the cover is this antique postcard. There are 3 antique postcards from the pre-1910 in this book. This one is from 1909 and it was sent on December 25th. How wonderful. It's absolutely stunning. I love it. It was hard to part with this one, but it just looks so good with this vintage book cover and these vintage beads that I turned into a bangle, and everything about it, it had to go with this book. So we'll start off with a 1959 cover. This is how I received the magazine. I love that they tried to save it with tape. I left that there. Just really, really sweet. We've got lots of children's book pages which range from the early 1900s to 1940s. This one here, though, is from 1882, and it's just a beautiful winter scene with this beautiful little girl down here. And then on the back is some children that have written over the last 140 years in. And I love the handwritten things, Roman numerals. Isn't that wonderful? Some beautiful vintage crochet here. More children's book pages and vintage wrapping paper. I love it. I have 2 rolls of 2 different kinds, and you will see a lot of those in my Christmas journals. Little flip out here. So extra journaling space, great clusters throughout. We've got magazines with Christmas recipes, Christmas articles and images here. This is another Jello Christmas recipe. Oh, that just does not look appetizing, but in the 50s it looked very appetizing. Pick yourself up a can of fruit cocktail and Merry Christmas. This is a great magazine piece. I have to show you the whole thing because it's got the holiday hairdos, and this is from December 1959. But I mean, you can go and get these things at HomeSense and pay a fortune, or you could just do what they did in the 50s and make it out of things you have around your house. Love it. More children's book pages here, and this is a lovely Christmas carol from a vintage songbook. This is a recipe book page I turned into a little pocket, and then inside I put another 1950s recipe page from a magazine that was all about Christmas. Does not look appetizing, but again, how wonderful that was their go-to. Get your recipes out of magazines. Wonderful flip out here from a vintage children's book, and this is from the 1920s. The sheet music here, Silent Night, Holy Night, the Lord is my shepherd. I love it. Oh, how fun. This here, I have to explain it because they might not know why it went in, but it's from 1920s. It's a banknote from Germany, and it says 1225, so December 25th. And I went through my entire stash of banknotes to find one that was December 25th, and there it is. I think I have a few more too. Wonderful little children's scene here from a 1942 magazine during the war. Another bit of vintage wrapping paper. Another wonderful Christmas ad there from a magazine. And here's another one of these fabulous antique postcards. It has a little mouse maybe got to this one, not sure, but it's kind of brittle. December 22nd, 1909. Isn't that beautiful? And then here is just a beautiful little children's book winter scene that I loved so much. Put antique paper on the back for journaling space. And over here as well, another 1959 Christmas magazine page. And then this is fun. It's an ad from a 1950s magazine and how to make money selling Christmas cards. Isn't that great to have all this Christmas antique and vintage ephemera in one place? Is just awesome. And there really is lots of white space to journal on. Wonderful 1920s children's book page there. More fruit cocktail desserts. This is from a 1905 book here. And this is from this lovely little book called The Wise Robin, which is a Christmas book about 2 little robins, and 1955. So very old, almost 70 years old. This is another little page from that book, and I put antique paper here to journal on, and I made this little journaling tag out of an old book cover that was in very bad shape, but I loved the textures of it. And then here is the 1922 song sheet, Joy to the World, with antique paper as well for journaling on. I try to put antique paper on as many things as possible so that you can have extra journaling space. More magazine pages, vintage bird book. Look at that sweet, sweet little image from a children's book here. A little Santa wraparound pocket. This came out of a library book, vintage library book, and I liked it because the librarian stamped a little Christmas tree in it. I thought that was really cool. Well, why we go that? And a 1930s bird book image or plate here, and all these birds in the pine trees. Those are your winter birds there. Love it. And lots of lace and crochet in here. More recipes. And here's the third antique Christmas card. Look at this one. It's from December 1909 as well. December 23rd. How wonderful. Look at the little robin again. I've got some real robin theme going in here. Christmas bird theme. And another little, this is a whole booklet on Christmas recipes. And then we have, I hand stamped that, vintage Victorian Santa. And the last page is a recipe page from a 1950s magazine, and more crocheting. So I hope you love it as much as I loved making it. Hyperstamper.etsy.com, and come back soon. Bye for now.